And I knew it was going to be snowing. We had snow coming down. We've gotten a little bit of a break, but I think we're going to pick more of that back up into the overnight. So let me go ahead and show you where we are with some of our cameras. We'll take you to O'Hare, and overall the snow has, at least we have a lull in the snow. I don't want to say it's stopped because there may be a couple of snowflakes still falling here, but the roads are at least wet. You can see a little bit of that sheen. Earlier in the day, the rate of the snow was coming down faster than the salt was able to melt it, or the plows were able to get out there. And we did have some snow-covered roadways. In fact, when I take you to places like Waukegan, you can see that there is a good bit of snow cover even on the roadways. These roads likely have been treated, but of course the secondary roads are not going to get quite as much treatment. And then you had places like Kankakee that broke into some sunshine over the last several hours or so. Of course, the sun's setting now, but had some blue sky. And even farther to the south into parts of Indiana, where we had an earlier issue on the roadways here. But overall, it's been pretty dry. So it is a stark contrast depending on where you are. It is still snowing a good bit right now in McHenry and Lake County, and that trend will likely continue. This is why we expect the amounts to be highest here, because your longevity, your duration of the snow is going to be just a little bit longer. The one thing I'm watching now is a little bit of redevelopment farther to the west. You're seeing this little area, watch it really expand, and if that continues to build into the south, as at least some of the computer models have hinted at, we'll watch that overspread the area over the next several hours, and we'll pick up more snow even for locations that have already received it. Winter storm warnings in place to the north, McHenry and Lake County. Farther to the south from there, it's essentially winter weather advisories for either accumulating snow or the possibility of a little wintry precipitation in the form of some icing or a little bit of mix. Again, here's that kind of expanding of some of the precipitation through, I'd say, about maybe midnight or so, and then we start to see things begin to calm down. A little bit of a lake effect may kick in as we get into Sunday, and then overall the rest of the forecast is pretty cold, but it's pretty quiet. Some of the icing to the south may be problematic. Kankakee, you've been dry, but watch for some icing, some glaze from some of that freezing rain that may happen. Additional icing or mixed precipitation. 4 to 6 is what we're expecting, but then the drop-off happens pretty quickly from Chicago and points to the south. After that, it gets much colder, and we expect the temperatures to drop in a big way. Only 20s for tomorrow, teens for Monday and Tuesday. The 7-day forecast brings our numbers down to 1 for Monday night and early Tuesday morning, and it stays cold all the way through the early part of next week. I don't think we're going to get above freezing until at least the next week or so.
Well, it's better than March. So,
yes, it is.
Okay, thanks, Rob.